Greetings and salutations, I'm back again with...
Rakenzarn Tales.
So, I've taken 10 minutes just to get myself a drink, get some food, settle down, and actually have a few thoughts about what I've played so far. And this is my experience so far. The writing is superior to Eaten Alive. It's actually pretty damn good. All the characters act as the characters, you know, would act in their natural genre, for the most part. The Wario brothers are trying to scam people. Pete is a bully who picks on the people weaker than him, and he takes up opportunities and such. Kite helps people who are in need, or he thinks are in need. Dark Magician Girl's a bit of a blank slate. The Sailor Moon, was it Sailor Mercury it was again? I'm trying to remember. They sort of acted in character. The only person who's slightly off character is Q, who's a bit more freaked out than, you know, than he would be normally in his own show. But the scenario, you can sort of imagine why. But moving on from the writing, descriptions tend to be a little verbose, but not so bad. And it suffers from, but not terribly, the same issue I had with Kingdom Hearts 2. The first hour of the game is cutscene, talk, do something very briefly, cutscene, talk. I mean, actually I can't play Kingdom Hearts 2 because that first hour of the game is such a it's just such a train wreck that I hated it. I couldn't stick through it. And I love the first game, but after 3/4 of an hour of the first game, I was just a case of, I can't be asked to play this. It's killed all my interest. This came very close to doing that. But I do like the Kingdom Hearts style. Pick some aspects for your character. What I don't like is when you've got to pick a particular stat. It doesn't give you an overview of what each stat does, because if you're going into this without playing any RPG Maker games or any of the style of games, you would not have a clue what you're picking. I've suffered from this slightly. I mean, I've got a general clue of what most of the skills do, but it's turned out that I'm a rogue style character with fire abilities. I've got Kite in my party, who's a rogue style character with fire abilities. So there's already overlap right at the start, and I'm probably going to suffer for that. On the bright side, I picked stamina as my big boost, so I've got a lot of health compared to anyone else, because I thought I'd be tanking. Level design wise, I'm sorry, it's a bit mediocre. You've got very good sprite sheets. You know, everything seems to be relatively solid of how it's placed. I've not managed to break anything yet. I spent the last few minutes just kind of going around and walking to walls and such, trying to see if I can walk up walls Spider-Man style like Eaten Alive. I've not been able to do that yet, but the layout of the town is very basic. It's just these typical square blocks, and it's just not that visually interesting. But it is easy to it's easy to run around in. So, you know, from a player's point of view, yeah, I'm glad I get to run around this easily, but I get bored. You know, and all the shops look the same. They've barely got anything in them. A lot of them are too. You know, you could just make them half the size, and it'd be fine because there's nothing in them apart from the shopkeeper. So, design-wise, it's just unfortunately not interesting so far. Well, not amazingly interesting. It's not terrible, but you know. I'm sorry if that seems like a nitpick, but Darkyo, you want honest feedback, I'm giving it to you. The music is well picked. I keep recognizing it from places, but I am kicking myself because I cannot recall where half of them are from. The only issue I'm having is I can't seem to find any volume options or anything in the RPG Maker. So it's just that little bit too loud to be to the point where it's a bit obnoxious. And you guys might not experience this. I've turned on my mic up and I've turned down the game volume a lot. But it's enough that it's, when I'm actually speaking over the music, it's actually irritating the hell out of me. because I can barely hear my own voice. I might be coming across really loud to you guys. I'm having to raise my voice every time that music comes on. Oh, another minor thing. When it comes to the skills, I mean, I've already stated in the earlier videos, I'm not a fan of the default RPG Maker battle system. That's fair, not everyone has the programming skill to alter it, it takes a lot of effort, and it's a pain in the ass to do. But the things like you don't get is like you don't have your maximum hit points next to you, or your maximum rune points. Your items don't tell you how much health they give you back. Is that all my HP? You know, yeah, how much? What's different when I get? Is there going to be high potions? What's the difference between the two? I hate things that just go gives you more back. Well, thanks. You know, I'm not gonna sit back and start taking notes of just how much HP these things are giving me back every time. I'm gonna assume it's a default 500, which I believe that's default. Depending on what sort of statistics you've got set up, sometimes the default's 50, because everyone's HP is much lower. I've played quite a few games, so that tends to be the two variations. Skills also suffer from this. Actually, I'll go to the Dark Magician Girl, she's a better example. Those are all the different magics. Now, anyone here, in the comments, if you saw those names with no context of what they were, what would you think they are? That would seem like an agility increasing spell, not a fire spell. The others, who knows? So, I'd rather go Fire 1, Light, Thunder 1, Ice 1, Wind 1, just to know what I'm casting. I mean, granted when I'm selecting things, it's not a problem from the player's end, but it's when you're having the enemies use them on you, that's when it becomes irritating. Again, I think a lot of these are issues with RPG Maker XP. I don't think they're necessarily design issues. I'm not expecting you to go through and rename every damn spell. Now, I mean, if you use things like Flare and stuff like that, people would complain it's you're ripping off Final Fantasy. If you use Ice 1, Fire 1, people would complain that it's an original. So there's always going to be some naysayer who's not going to like something. But again, from a technical standpoint, that makes combat a pain in the ass for me. That's an amazingly huge building compared to, was that the Ed, and Eddie? What the hell are they doing in here? That's supposed to be Sakura? Why is her hair red? Dark Magician Guild. That annoys me. That's more of like a class rather than a name. She needs a name. I should have just continued. Oh, so it took me an hour to do the prologue. This game, if you just follow the story, is supposed to be 4 to 5 hours. If I want to do everything, it's 10. I'm kind of dreading the 10 hours, and that's not a good sign, but, you know, I'm trying to remain neutral on this. Oh, come on, Noelle! Just call it dark! DMG. No, I don't agree. must admit, I don't recognise where the last two are from. I recognise their faces, but I don't know what series they're from. So you've just shown them the cover of the book, maybe? Yeah, and now crash down other people's worlds and everyone thinks you're crazy. In the guild, and everyone else will think you're crazy. Okay, I will talk to them a bit later because I don't want to accidentally. Okay, teddy bear I can walk through. First kind of buggy glitch thing I found. That's nice. They've got the things turned round, but this is supposed to be a waiting area. That's really large. I mean, everything feels too big. What's with all the like green character versions? Oh, please. Oh, Lauren. Excuse me. I was expecting to be hit by plot there, which would have been really annoying. So, bookshelves I can't interact with. And for spacing reasons, I can see why they're so far apart. Otherwise, you'd get that whole issue, which I've had in some RPG Maker games, where you have a... I mean, considering there's no characters walking around randomly, they could put those together to look better, and just have him like midway down, but he'd probably get obscured by them. Another whole lack of things to interact with. Again, this is still the early versions of the game, I think. I think it's complete, but it needs polish. Oh. So essentially all the favourite heroes sort of things are going to be in the Nazi Guild. I think that's the main thing I'm going to be told by everyone. Huh, nice reference. However, Donald and Daffy, what the hell are you... I mean, this is supposed to be like an adventurous guild, right? Donald, maybe. Daffy is pushing it. The Ed, and Eddie, get the hell out. Yeah, I really should be talking to people who know magic. Oh god, greetings and salutations, stranger. God's sakes, no! Yeah. Just seems excessive. Oh, it's nice. Okay, that's an old reference and awesome. Does he have the power of just like unlimited reincarnation or something? So far, Dirk is what they call it, the most useful person in the guild because he directly tells you who to talk to. But what can keep on going to talk through? Yeah. What's on the TV? So basically Luigi's watching the news. I need to ask. Oh, this is going to be painful. So Krillin. Yeah, Krillin would be probably the most powerful person in here. Dragon Ball Z character, the power levels are completely different to everyone else here. Oh, you're kidding. Goku's not the guild master, is he? I'm sure the Nutsy guild's used from something else. Daffy gets no love. Oh my god, it's a setting where you can actually understand what Donald's saying. No, we've had Kingdom Hearts with subtitles. Did you say that out loud? Or did you read your mind? Because that was in brackets. Ugh. Why are they in this guild? Oh, don't tell me she's a barmaid. That's a bit sexist. There's like no women in the guild. Well, they're all near the entrance, the ones who are in the guild, but there's not many. Where's she from? I recognise her face. Okay. Again, why is this building so big? Oh. Piccolo? Oh, you're joking. Oh, this... Oh, you're kidding. I would like to do this, however... Oh, no, this is... Oh, thank God he missed. Okay, trying to think... Yeah, I should use a potion because he moves faster than me. So, the potion gave me about 600 odd health back. Oh, come on! There's nothing more and more annoying than constantly missing. Sucks. Dead. Well, that was irritating. And down. Combat without wanting it. Constantly missing. That better be retryable. If it's not, I'm gonna be remarkably pissed off. Okay. Okay, you can retry it. Unfortunately, there's no way of grinding or anything, so it's all down to luck. And I've wasted a potion. Because he critted me immediately after. Yeah, that's another thing I've noticed. The enemies crit a hell of a lot in this game. Hello? What is your favorite color? That's a really kind of weird question to ask. Oh, yeah? Everyone lives, everyone dies. Okay. Oh, I shouldn't save because I've wasted a potion and stuff, but... Thing is, I really want to have another shot at Piccolo, but I don't know if I can beat him by myself because, you know, lack of XP, lack of opportunities to train or actually improve at all. And I don't know if that's still there as an ability. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to save. I'm going to have a few more shots at it. Then I'm going to load, if I fail, and then see if I can go do it as a group with the other characters. Oh wait, it was a one-off. That's lame. That's really, really lame. A one-off chance to do something with no warning whatsoever. Alright, I'm officially kind of pissed now. Considering I was kind of cheaply killed as well, with it missing, my attacks missing, and then getting critted straight after I healed myself of over half my health. See, that's the sort of crap that makes people go, well, I can't be arsed to play this anymore because I'm not having fun. I know. Oh no, I didn't want to. There we go. Where's Dark Magician Girl? Oh, you say that. No, we found out. Bugger all! Oh wow, they've made Daffy a complete ass. Come on, cook him. Okay, I really should probably paying attention to these descriptions a bit more. So why is it describing... Ah, crap. I really wish I'd taken notes more now. Oh, nice little extra mode. William died of poison. To write all this down. I'll give them this. They're trying to do quite a lot with this game. That's a wide variation of different roles. Why are they all together? So we've got two military types. The doctor could possibly military type, and a school teacher. And any description of whose job is who? Oh crap! It's one of these. So Smith is not the teacher. Brown armchair, which would suggest he's sitting next to no one. That means the teacher is Robinson, because Brown's in the armchair. Oh, for God's sakes. Check the description of the room again. Actually, technically, the teacher. No, this is while they're all still alive. The teacher could be Robinson or William. I need like a picture of the damn room. Sorry I'm taking so long. I'm kind of like noting all this down. Be handy if there was actually pictures. Why is that relevant? Now we're just getting like irrelevant. So Smith is either brother-in-law to Robinson or William. The general sits close to the admiral. Oh my gosh, it's just a bit too much of a data dump here. I need to. No one has left his chair. Brown is drinking beer. Oh God, how much information? The case. Fancy room. 3 different chairs are placed in the room, all facing the fireplace. So I just get my picture. Fireplace. Three-person sofa. 2 armchairs. Well, we know Brown is in one of the armchairs. William and Brown are in the armchairs. William was the guy who was killed, wasn't he? It said that right at the start, but Smith on his left. So it would suggest Smith. It says next to. So Smith would be in the central armchair. That means the teacher has to be here. So in my mental image, you've got a three-seater sofa. Smith and the school teacher are on the sofa. Because the only way you could sit next to someone with someone on your left is if you were sat on the right-hand side of the sofa. That's the right-hand side if you were facing the fireplace, that is. So Smith is either on the far left or in the centre of the sofa. Brown is in one of the armchairs. William was drinking whiskey. Yeah, we know there's 4 people in the room. Doctor drank his favourite. Robinson is sitting the opposite way to the... Wait, what? Brown's in one of the armchairs. The person who... Alright, I thought William was dead, so... Crossing that off. Oh, wait a sec. Robinson could be the teacher. We'll find... Oh, I'll double check. That doesn't matter because we've already discussed that Smith is married to the sister of either Robinson or William. So God, have I got myself confused again? So if William's the William may be the admiral. That would make Smith the, I think, the general? And Smith is sitting next to so it's close but not next to. So my now assumption is we have a sofa. That would mess up my was it the Robertson sits opposite to the general? Oh god, I'm gonna have to go through this again. Brown is drinking beer, yeah. Oops, oh crap, there's no skip. Sorry folks. Yeah. Yeah. Brown is sitting in one of the armchairs. William is drinking whiskey. Doctor drinks his favourite. Opposite way, yeah, not opposite, but opposite way. So, my theory is... Smith, who is the general, I think. Is sat close to William, who's in one of the armchairs. No, it couldn't be. So if I don't have any sisters. Just need to go over those one more time. Yeah. School teacher is next to Smith on his left. So Smith is definitely on the thing. And we know Brown is in one of the armchairs, but Brown can't be the admiral. Oh, don't care what you were drinking, doesn't matter. All of this has nothing to do with anything. No. It doesn't say how the poison got into the drinks. It doesn't say motive. It's an utter where people sat thing. So Smith is on the sofa, Brown is on the armchair. We know this. We know the teacher is on the sofa. So, the sofa has the teacher and Smith. I'm usually better at these, but it's one of those days where I'm a bit slow in the head. Teacher and Smith. Smith can't be the admiral. Neither can Brown. This makes Robinson or Williamson the admiral. Brown is in one of the armchairs. However, since Smith can't be the admiral, he must be the general to be sat close to sat close to the other chaps. This means that the admiral and the doctor. Sorry, I need another piece of paper because I'm running out of space on these tiny post-it notes. Okay, so teacher, General Smith, Admiral. That means Brown is sat on the other side since Brown can't be the Admiral, so we know where Brown is. Brown is basically sat next to the teacher. Now, it is either that means Brown is not the guy who died. William is drinking whiskey. Doc drinks his favourite. That means Brown is drinking beer. That means Brown is the doctor. Robinson is sitting the opposite way to the general. That would make Robinson the admiral. That makes William the teacher. William's drinking whiskey. So let's deduct some clues. Okay, Brown's position is in the armchair, the teacher's position's on the sofa. Okay, what's with the teacher's position? Let's go. Teacher's position. I don't get what it's asking me to... Again, that's kind of badly worded, because I don't know if I'm supposed to be taking away the clues that aren't relevant, or pointing out these two are relevant, but the teachers and Brown's positions are relevant. I still don't know which one of them's the murder victim, since it just said one of the guys in the armchair died. It didn't say which side it died on. I'm still going to be doing a lot of loading and saving. It's Smith and William. No, that's not right. That's not right, that's wrong. Or unless... Fuck it. Oh wait, I'm looking in... Oh, this is the way he's got it. This is the thing. Which left? My left? His left? Is it the left of the arm? Which frigging left? It put William on the left, so that's going to be Robinson. That better be right, because otherwise it's... Surely if they've got photos of the scene, they'll know where they were anyway. But I kind of figured out that Brown was a doctor on my... Okay. No one's left their chair. That means someone had to bring them drinks. That means someone else poisoned them. No. I've lost it now. I've lost the train of logic because I assume that Brown was the doctor and it's already pointed out he's drinking something. Did it mention William was drinking? It didn't mention what the admiral was drinking, because I assumed Rob was the... Okay. It never said what side the guy died. Stuff it. Oh, so Robinson was the app. But how could Brown... So Robinson wasn't the admiral, he was the doctor. Oh, wait a minute. It said close to, but it said the... Let's have a look. Have I messed up something here? Someone was sat opposite the general. It says the teacher is on there, so... Ugh. Okay, I think there's a logic mistake in that puzzle, or I've inadvertently messed up somewhere. Okay, still not quite happy with all this. Anyway, I'm going to leave that here. That took far too long, and I'm still not sure where I went wrong in my logic here. That wasn't satisfying at all, because I ended up having to guess that last bit. Because I didn't even know who had died, which didn't help. I think it said Robinson was the guy who died. Not Robinson, Williamson was the guy who died. But it said one of the guys in the armchair died, which... too much information dump at once, and if you're not taking notes, part of me wants to look at the stuff for that, because I'm sure there's one or two sentences that have screwed up the whole logic chain. Or it might just be me. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm going to take a break for a little bit and get on with this.